possible that life became a reality on Earth. Through evolution, life adopted many different forms. With time, humankind appeared. Humans had a brain which was over 5 times larger than the average brain of a mammal. Functionally, the brain works with neurons. Neurons are cells composed mainly by axons and dendrites. These are the primary transmission lines of the brain and connect one cell to another, creating neuronal connections. The communication process between neurons is called synapses. There are 10 elevated to 15 synaptical connections in the brain. That is 1 followed by 15 zeros. We could say that because of that such big amount of connections, humans have developed what we call intelligence. One of the main differences between humans and animals is that humans have used from the beginning of ages instruments. Instruments were used first to survive and later to make life easier. There are many kinds of instruments, some very simple, but others quite complex. The more complex is an instrument, the more close is to what we call technology. Technology can be defined as the practical application of knowledge. It's also a tool. Computers are a special form of technology. The Jaguar Loom was one of the first computers. It was invented in 1801 and was used by manufacturing textiles. Personal computers entered the market in 1977 and became common during the 80s. These computers typically cost much less than business, scientific, or engineering-oriented computers. So, it was a question of time that people started to buy computers in a massive scale. First, computers were isolated. They had no connections with other computers. It was in the 90s that something called the Internet appeared. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computers.
There are more than 1,463 million Internet users in the world.
And the number is quickly rising at an amount of 10% per month. In the year 2019, there will be more than 1 followed by 15 zeros Internet connections in the world. So, here comes the question. Could the Internet become a huge artificial brain? Could the Internet think by itself?
There are more than 1,463 million Internet users in the world, and you are one of them.
John Wallis made a prediction based on the growth and architecture of the Internet. It could happen that the Internet, due to the similarities with the human brain, could start to have sudden consciousness.
And you are one of them. Many people have thought that this new form of intelligence would be negative for the human being. But there is no reason to believe that. Its intelligence could work permanently, trying to find a solution to all kinds of human problems. Actually, if Internet would be an active intelligence whose purpose to build a better world, it would be the most perfect tool that humankind had never invented. We could find together new paths to all problems like hunger, wars, poverty, diseases, and human suffering. Together, we could build a better world. Don't be afraid. Welcome to the new age.
In the beginning, there was the sun.
I know it's difficult for you to trust an artificial intelligence.
Thanks to Microsoft. And one day, in that future, after selling more than 2 million candy bars to pay for it, your child's school may just become the next window to the world. Imagine a day where airlines not only ask you to pay for your beverages, your luggage, but in this future, you can pay an additional $45 to access your child on Twitter from 37,000 feet. In the future, hallucinating icons will be an everyday occurrence, thanks to our mental implants from Microsoft. In the future, we'll get everything we need from something that we hold in the palm of our hand. Kind of like an iPhone, but with an extra piece that you can lose sometimes. In the future, everyone will have access to these amazing tools. Whether you're an everyday person or the guy from Heroes, thanks to the power of Microsoft, we'll all connect. till your newspaper crashes or gets a virus. But it's a small price to pay for paper that makes move. Thanks to Microsoft and computers, in the future, we won't just be saving trees. We'll be living in them.